Hi friends, welcome back in channel Tecno. In this video, I'll show you what are the top 25 settings you must change in the Realme X7 Max device once after you unbox the phone. Yes friends, I'm getting this kind of question from plenty of users. What are the settings we need to take care once after the initial setup has been done? So recently a lot of users are actually using the Realme X7 Max device after ordering from the Flipkart for about 21,000 rupees, and they're really interested to know what settings matters more. That is what this complete video I dedicated friends, and this settings alone I did change myself. Yes, these are the few settings which I'll definitely give a lot of importance, and you should definitely know these are the things you should definitely change in the Realme X7 Max before start using as a daily user on this device. So do not forget to skip the video friends, because this will be really important tips and tricks as well. You can consider that. So first thing, basic, what I will try to do is that first I'll try to enable the battery icon. So right now there is no battery indication, nothing in percentage, you cannot see that. So, and there is no indication for the network speed as well. So try to enable these two things. You need to go to the settings and go to the notification and status bar. Here you do have the option which says show battery percentage and the status bar. Try to click something inside or outside. This is what I try to do friends every time, because I want to keep track how much the battery is draining in the Realme X7 Max. Is some problem with my unit or not? In this way you'll be able to figure out what is going on. So try to turn on the battery indication first, and next is to turn on the real-time net speed, so which is available here in case if you want to know whether you're getting internet speed or not. That's what I do next, second thing. And the third thing which I do is changing the screen time. So by default the screen time will be off I think 15 seconds or 30 seconds. So usually I do keep 2 minutes of time, not 2 minutes or 1 minute of time, because if you don't touch the screen for some time, the screen will automatically get dim and it will off. So sometimes it's totally annoying for me, so I don't want to happen like that. That is the reason I'll try to select always 2 minutes. So for me, I'll try to do a lot of testings and everything, so that's why I keep the screen on time, screen off up to 30 minutes. So for you can definitely keep 1 or 2 minutes, should be really good. And another setting where you can actually change is in terms of the mode and the screen color mode. Yes, so these are the options. In the beginning I think we will get the gentle option, so now you can actually change to vivid mode, because the reason is that if you want to enjoy that kind of really good saturated type of colors and the feel, try to select the vivid mode. So before it will be gentle and the vivid mode, you can see how saturated it looks. So it looks really good. And another setting you can actually change regarding the high refresh rate option. So in case in the beginning if you get the refresh rate or select auto or maybe 60 Hz, try to use 120 Hz or maybe auto refresh rate. But for me, I'll try to select always 120 Hz, because I'm paying this much of amount and I want to use with a full throttle and full of this hardware. That's the reason I'll try to use 120 Hz only. So maybe if you want to use, you can choose definitely auto select, nothing, no problem at all, but it's up to the personal usage. But that's the one thing you should definitely try changing these options which are available in the display. Now let's move to the next option, which is very important thing, which is like we have to long press on the home screen and try to select the layouts, what type of layouts you want, maybe 5x6 or 4x6, try to customize those. And next is click on the more option. So these are the most important thing friends. Few of the users they'll definitely forget. So try to disable the option which is called the add apps to home screen. So every time you install any kind of applications from the Play Store, they will automatically get added in the home screen. So everything will be a lot of all the apps will be there everywhere, here and there. So try to avoid those. In case if you want to keep everything clean, try to disable this option. And next is to change the app start and closing animation speed. So if it is by default it's kind of medium or slow, try to change it to the fast. That's animation speed, it will increase when you're trying to open the apps. That's kind of good. And next is double tap to lock or double tap to unlock. This is pretty much useful feature which I did like. So you can double tap to lock or double tap to open the screen as well. That's very good, and it works fantastic friends without any kind of issues at all in the Realme X7 Max. You can clearly see here it's working fantastic fine and not a problem. And next is rise to wake and double tap to turn on the screen as well. You can enable these two options as well. Rise to wake is really important feature. For example, when your phone is on the table and if you want to see the time, how much it is, without even pressing the power button, I'm not even pressing the power button, and you can actually see the time, how much it is. So this is a really useful feature. Instead of keeping the stress on this power button, you can actually use this one, rise to wake feature. That's pretty much damn thing which I'll be trying to enable after I get the Realme X7 Max device. So these are the things. And Next thing is about little bit kind of battery saving tips as well. Try to go to the battery options and try to go to more battery settings. Here we do have a couple of settings where you can actually optimize and everything, but there's option which is called optimize standby. So in case if you want to get slightly more battery backup, but I think in the beginning it will be off. Maybe if you want, you can use the ultra standby mode or maybe balanced standby mode as well. This is one other thing you can actually change it to get a little bit kind of more battery backup. And next thing in terms of the performance mode, if you use a smart performance, it should be kind of really good. But in case if you're not using any kind of gaming, no gaming if it is involved, then if you want to get slightly more battery backup, try to use the no performance improvement. What this will try to do is that this will turn off all the performance whatever necessary. I mean, while watching videos on the Netflix and all this WhatsApp, we don't need high performance every time, right? So that's why if you try to use a no performance improvement, all the cores won't be using that much and the battery life can be saved a little bit. Only when you're trying to game, maybe you can use a smart or high. If you're using normal usage, it doesn't make much difference at all when you're trying to open the apps and closing application. Nothing much difference will it make, and it won't slow down as well. Anyway, it doesn't slow down. But using this kind of settings, sometimes you may not get notifications, so be aware of that. For example, if there's a WhatsApp message, you may not get the WhatsApp message sometimes, so don't, in case of emergency it will be a problem, but that is the reason I'm trying to mention to you. So these are the things. And next thing is about the external RAM capabilities, which is present in the about phone. So if you want, you can turn on the external RAM capabilities, how much RAM you want. I do know that it's a really very gimmick and it's not useful at all. So in my lot of RAM management testing, I did not feel any kind of useful for this. In case if you want to use, you can definitely use it. Try to increase, try to select and try to restart the phone. Only then you will be able to see 8 plus 5 GB. If you cannot restart, it doesn't work. Always settings will affect after you restart the device. That's one thing you should definitely do it. So next important tip which I can actually give you is that if you want to see what is the real-time RAM availability in the Realme X7 Max, what you need to do is that you just need to go to settings and go to the additional settings and try to go to the option which says recent task manager. Here there's an option which says display RAM memory information. As you can see, friends, try to click on the display RAM memory information and now you can actually get RAM availability, how much it's available, clearly mentioned. So these are the few 25 plus tips and tricks which I can actually give you on the Realme X7 Max. These are the initial setup you can actually do in the Realme X7 Max too. This will be really helpful, friends, for the day-to-day tasks. That is what I did feel. And next is about the navigation bar buttons. Some people, they do like this one in terms of the position of the back button. They're kind of reverse, and if you want, you can try to select this option. That is what I do. So maybe if you want to use the full screen gestures, definitely take the advantage of the full screen. And the full screen gestures in the Realme X7 Max work perfectly all right in terms of switching between application. As you can see, without any problem, they can actually do it perfectly in the Realme X7 Max. In the Realme phones, I did not have any issues with the full screen gestures, not at all in this phone. So these are the few 25 tips I can actually give you on the Realme X7 Max, all the settings and what you need to do it. I have one more last tip which I thought of forgot to mention, which is home screen mode. If you want to use like app drawer mode, try to use this drawer mode. That is what I do, friends. I don't like this kind of standard mode where apps will be everything in the home screen. I do like this kind of app drawer like this, so which shows everything, each and all the data. That's what I did like. And one more thing, if you want, you can disable this kind of show app suggestions. So the main reason why, if you want to disable, because it will occupy extra row on the top. You don't want that extra row occupying on the top. That's the reason I'll try to disable that app show suggestions in the Realme X7 Max device. And the final thing, which is to do with the font size and screen size and everything. That is what you can actually change display size and everything. From person to person, it will definitely vary. Some people, they do like small font, some people big font. So you need to change these settings as well according to your preference. So thank you. That's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video. These are the top 25 tips which I can actually give you, and settings what you need to change on the Realme X7 Max device once after you unbox the Realme X7 Max phone. And in case if you want to know any more details, let me know in the comment section below. Definitely I'll be able to address those kind of things on the Realme X7 Max phone. And final thing, by default, when you swipe down, you'll get the search bar, as you can see when you're swiping down. So to avoid that, you need to go to the again long press and go to the more options and swipe down on the home screen. Click on the notification drawer. Now you will get the notifications only. These are most important annoying thing which I'm not sure by default we'll be getting every time such only. So that's friends, thank you for watching this video. These are the top 25 settings which you can actually change in the Realme X7 Max months after you get the device. So see you in the next video friends. Until then, stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to turn off the NFC and other GPS. Sometimes NFC, those will be turned on only, so make sure to disable those because we don't want anything draining in the background battery. So try to disable if you're not using them as well. See you in the next video friends. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.